Alrighty, Piggy Intercity comes out this Saturday, just 2 days away. So in this video, I am going to be beating every single Piggy chapter in canon order, including the extras. So without further ado, take your socks off, pause, get some popcorn, relax, and enjoy this video. This is the entire Piggy story explained. First, we have the heist chapter. William's been so upset lately. He won't even talk to me. I don't know what to do. I got an idea. What if we go steal him something nice? This is a flashback chapter, a character-focused flashback chapter for Willow. It helps just show the origins of TSP and Willow as a leader. And this is where she is trying to steal a pie for her younger brother William because they are kind of starving. And here Willow is really upset because their friend slash family figure Daisy left for military duty, which you can actually see in book 2 chapter 11. You can see Daisy as one of the soldiers. In this chapter, they are also caught by Officer Polly. That's why he's the Piggy. And they eventually end up evading him, and they end up stealing the pie. And then at the end, Willow finds out that William has actually ran away. And that just kind of helps explain her, like, hardened demeanor that eventually led her to be kind of evil in a way. William, you are not going to believe the amount of trouble I went through today. Trouble. It may have been a little time consuming, but I got you a little something to cheer you up. William? As you can see, William is not there. And this is honestly sad. See, dear Willow, please take care of William while I am gone. I'll be back soon, Daisy. Because, you know, she left for the military.
I stood here once before, not long ago. Wish I could change the past, but
me and Doggy arrest her.
So I'm washed clean in the river, but my mind's not at ease. All these memories.
She eventually breaks out of jail, of course.
Got me on my knees, though I'm washed clean.
She's back alone in the alleys, basically homeless.
As it eats away, leaves only pain. I hope you hear my pleas as I walk the winding river where the water once ran free. The dust that kicks up with my shoes resemble memories, covering my clothes, my face, and staying with me day
and then
to
she
day,
burns
until I wash it all away. Try to rid myself of pain when washed clean in the river, but my mind's not at ease.
Stays with Tigry, her friend. Later, obviously, ends up not being her friend. And this is where Pony is looking back on when him and Zizzy were younger, outside of the refinery in the forest. And then Willow and Tigry come there to recruit him for the TSP. They obviously start the search for the cure. But this ended up being a potion that actually turns them into the infected, and Pony gave it to Doggy, and that's why Doggy in chapter 4 is infected.
And then we all can move on. Will the river ever flow on back, filling up every crevice and crack with life-giving liquid memories so vivid, and then we all can move on. Will the river flow like once before, flowing by every bend, every shore, with life-giving liquid memories so vivid, and then we all can be washed clean in the river, but my mind's not at ease. All these memories within my past
Daisy
have
as a
got
soldier, as
me
you can
on
tell.
my knees.
And that's it for the heist chapter. Here is both the opening and ending cutscene of the mansion chapter. Come on, Z, don't be such a fool. We need to see if the rumors are true. I doubt old man Eddie can actually turn people into toys. If you're not coming, I'm going without you. This was not my video, by the way. I wasn't able to beat this because it took so long. So credit to this YouTuber on the screen right now. This is their name. Thank you for this ending and opening cutscene. Zizzy, you gotta run. There's a big scary robot in that house. Don't go in. What were you two doing in there? I've been looking for you all over. It was Z's idea, I swear. Somehow, I don't believe that. Ah, old man Eddie, don't turn us into toys, please. What? Old man? Turn you into toys? What is this nonsense? I'm so sorry, Mr. Eddie. I stopped watching them for a moment and they ran off into your house. We're sorry. Well, mostly Z because it was her idea. Now, I'm sure you are good kids. I hope you two learned your lesson. Don't sneak into people's homes without permission. Yes, sir. Good. Now run along, you three. So where's Pony? He was supposed to be watching you two. I found candy. This was kind of just a fun chapter. Nothing crucially important to the story. Looks like I need to watch all three of you more carefully. Now, who's up for some trick or treating? Wait, guys, I'm stuck in this bush. Just kind of helps give you a little bit of backstory on Z, Zuzi, and Zizzy. And Pony a little bit. Come on, pick up. Finley, it's me, Eddie. I'm gonna need your help with the investigating something. Something potentially big is going to happen. I can feel it. Just kind of hinting at Tio in the future of the story. Are you alright, Tiger? Would it be a lie to say we all feel that way? Listen up, bunnies. As soon as I give the signal, you get your rears to that bunker ahead, you hear me? Next we have, as I'm sure you noticed, the Breakout chapter. This is yet another character-focused chapter, focusing on Tigray this time, showing his tragic backstory and the events that led to him deserting the military. And eventually, of course, joining TSP with Willow. I am doing this one on a public server because this is God, how did that scare me? I knew that would happen. But this is a really difficult chapter, so I am doing this one in a public server. Here's some of the backstory on this. So, the original reason that Tigray joined the military was because he grew up in a middle-class household. I'm just kidding, but he grew up in poverty in the town of Lucella, and desperate to, get out of that, he left his home and decided to join the military. He was on a military mission with his squad mate Danny, and the ground beneath Tigray caved in at the beginning of the chapter, trapping him in an enemy base like you see on screen right now. He gets a flashback to his old home. He is forced to navigate memory zones, which are those random portals. And those zones were created by Mr. Stitchy. He was trying to gain the mental strength to desert the military and find his captured friend Rash the Raccoon. And during these hallucinations, Tigray is manipulated by Tio, aka Dude Man. And at the end, he ends up killing what he believed to be a monster, only to accidentally kill his friend Danny, who was disguised by mind tricks. At the end, here's where Tigray comes in and kills the monster. Yabba, yabba. And here is the ending cutscene. Oh my god, he stabbed him. Now we get flashbacks. Papa Tigray. Oh, wow. I ended up doing it in the private server anyway. That is a huge basketball. Wow. That's messed up. Mama Tigray. A-, let's go. That's sad. Obviously here it's just like showing, damn, he hit him with a fucking clothesline. WWE style. But I was just giving a recap of his childhood, his younger life. He won an award. Here, he jumps out the window, escapes home, and joins the military. And then he realizes here that he just killed his friend. Well, you look like you've seen a ghost. I guess you could say that. It's over now, Tigray. Can't let the past get to you. Yeah, I wouldn't want to turn out like you. Damn. Real funny. Right now, it seems like I'm doing a better job keeping myself together than you. This is obviously when he's in the Silver Paw TSP. Hey, Willow, you're one of the only animals to ever have reached their paw out to me. Why? I don't know. I guess I just felt like helping out. Are you sure that's why you did it? I just didn't like seeing other animals suffering alone, you know? Whatever. Sounds corny. Forget it. I'm just gonna keep asking until you give me the real answer. Push your luck, and I'll push you into that bush over there. This was after Willow pulled off the heist and left. Now we are in the alleys. Doggy. Alright, detective, you better be right about her being here. Referring to Willow. My investigation led me to this place. I'm sure she's here. Officer Uwu on the case. As you know, the player was, before, he was a police officer with Doggy. And obviously Willow committed a crime, so we were just doing our job, trying to get Willow arrested. We didn't know that she was trying to steal a pie for her little brother so that they could eat. But if we did know that, that would be a pretty horrible thing to do, honestly. But later there's controversy between the player and Willow because, you know, they arrested her when she was just trying to feed her little brother. And honestly, that's justifiable. And then we claim we're just doing our job, which is also a fair point. Willow, you are under arrest for stealing food and other supplies from all over the city. This also is another flashback chapter. I was only trying to feed my family, please. You know the laws, Willow. I'm sorry. Stand down, Rash. It's not worth it.
What? Why? They'll take us all away.
We'd rather do that than take you out.
Grr, you haven't seen the last of us.
I don't know why he sounds like Rey Mysterio. This really doesn't feel right. I know what you mean. Unfortunately, it's the way things have to be. But isn't there anything we can do about it? We all have a role to play, SawyerTheLatte. We do things because we have to, not because we want to. Now let's get out of here. Are you coming, SawyerTheLatte?
Come on, Georgie. Why can't you keep up with us? I'm one pig against two zebras. What do you expect?
Well, are you coming? Huh? Where? Remember that old radio we found from one of our supply runs? What about it? Can we get it working? Yep, we just need to find some batteries for it. Pony and I are going to go to the store to get some. Did you want to come along? Sure, let's go. Now we have an abrupt jump back to book 1, which is where basically everything in Piggy starts, because all those previous chapters were flashbacks and happened before the infection. This is where everything really gets started. Well, this is the place that Georgie Piggy was last seen. What was that sound? And then we get whacked in the head with the bat. And the reason we are here is because we are investigating where George was last seen. As police officers, you know, it's our job to investigate stuff like that. And Georgie just has abruptly gone missing. And at the end of the chapter, we managed to escape the wrath of Penny Pig to get to the station and get help for backup. Now we are at the station. Hello, is anyone here at the station? Attention, a monster is in the station. Get to the garage now. And now we are headed to the gallery. You're lucky I showed up on my day off. And you're lucky I brought gas, doggy. Touche, SawyerTheLatte. Man, we seriously need to find out what's going on. I know, I've started to see these things all over the place, referring to the infected. We need to find out what caused this. You haven't lost your past detective skills, have you? I hope not. I think I could use them better now than ever before. Hey, SawyerTheLatte? Yeah, doggy? How much gas was in that can you gave? And then we eventually run out, and we are stuck at the gallery surrounded by infected. And of course, arriving at the station, we expected help, but the police station was taken over too. Then we just break into the art gallery trying to find a way out to escape and fighting off the infected. We're out of gas and completely surrounded. Looks like we'll have to go through the gallery. And we're out of here. They just don't stop coming after us, do they? I don't get it. But hey, it's nothing we can't handle. After all, remember when we made that arrest in the alley way before this? Yeah, but we weren't arresting these things. They don't do anything but attack us. Listen, SawyerTheLatte, you're a good person. Even in desperate times, you held on to your morality. It's the people like you that succeed. As long as you stay who you are, you'll get to where you need to be. You're right, doggy. I can't let this situation make me lose sight of who I am. Good. Now let's find someplace safe. We'll have time to think of what to do. Sounds like a plan. Now, I forgot, I haven't been saying the dates up to this point, but now we are on February 20th, 2020, an early morning at around 4 a.m. The previous chapters took place on January 23rd, and that's why at the beginning of this cutscene, like you're about to see, it says 4 weeks later. I think those monsters, they were our friends. It's getting late. Maybe we should get some rest. And during that black screen time, you can hear the woo, and then you can hear a potion or glass break and splash on Doggy. That is why he's infected during this chapter. And then here's the ending where we find a radio or walkie-talkie looking thing. Hello? Is anyone out there? And that's it. And that person who is talking on the microphone is Mr. P. And he leads us to the school mentioning that he needs help rescuing a friend, that friend being Bunny, who I believe he tested a cure with, and it did not end up working. Here he is, directing us to the school. My name is Mr. P, and I need you to rescue my friend from the school. That friend being Bunny, and we say, okay, looks like I am going in. Bunny is currently trapped inside of the building, and that's why you can open a door and let her out during this chapter. As you can see here, I just opened the door and Bunny is in there. And the name of this school is Lucella Middle School. And Mr. P tells us to meet him in the sewers after Bunny is safe. And you navigate the school trying to avoid the infected teacher, and obviously eventually finding Bunny in the security room right here. And winner. And now we are with Mr. P in the sewers. Looks like you two made it out. I don't feel too well. And this is where you end up fainting after feeling pain and feeling, not too well, like it said. And then we wake up in the hospital with Bunny by our side, assuring that I'll be okay. Now, I don't know exactly why the player didn't feel well, but according to Google, it says they were exposed to a chemical compound called Substance 128, which Mr. P gave them, causing the player's head to burn up, and they faint and were rushed to the hospital. And here we are in the hospital. You're finally up. Listen, it's not safe here, not anymore. How long was I out for? And that is where the chapter starts. And the reason that Bunny was given that potion was because Mr. P, as we find out later, is trying to find a cure for his dying wife, Mrs. P, who fell to the infected, unfortunately. And the reason why, which we also found out later, the reason why the whole Piggy family is infected except Georgie is because they have all volunteered to test Substance 128 and to help Mr. P find that cure. And we end up escaping with Bunny to the rooftop, and Mr. P left without us. They left without us. We need to find another way out. I guess you're right. Bunny, are you coming? Yeah, coming. I have to do this for our own good, Mr. P. That leads to us heading down to the metro, and this is the chapter where we find out Bunny is infected and we leave her behind. We're almost out of here. I just need to rest a little. Don't worry, Bunny. We're getting out of here. And I just remember how heartbroken everybody was when we found out that Bunny was infected. And here we go. This is the ending. Bunny, the train is working now. Bunny, are you alright? Mr. P gave me a potion. I drank it. I didn't know it would soon turn me into... You can still come with me. We can find him. No, you need to go without me. Bunny, go now. I'll hold those monsters off for as long as I can. Well, goodbye, Bunny. Good luck, SawyerTheLatte. Next we have, Bunny, little sis. Next we have a character-focused chapter. This is the Decay chapter. This chapter focuses on what happened to Bunny after we left her behind in the metro. I'm not going to spend too much time about it. I'm not even going to beat it. But I will show you the ending cutscene, and the reason I'm not going to spend too much time on it is it's just a character-focused chapter, so it's nothing extremely important to the story. Basically what happens in the chapter is it focuses on Bunny's, slowly turning into an infected. She hallucinates her little sister Brella and also hallucinates a ghostly figure that is named Bonette. And since she is driven by the infection, she hallucinates that the Metro's remaining survivors are actually zombies, and she has to hunt and shoot these silhouettes with her crossbow to progress. She eventually encounters this really tall, twisted rabbit, and Bunny gets chased through a long, dark tunnel. And you eventually escape and block off the way there. Then you have Decay Part 2, which is what you're seeing on the screen right now, called Delirium. And it is a sequel to the Decay chapter, also documenting Bunny becoming infected. You visit a playground and solve this tic-tac-toe puzzle. The way she gets here is once she escapes that twisted rabbit through the metro tunnel, she notices a door with a shattered lock and she shoots it with her crossbow, shatters the lock, climbs through a sewage tunnel, and which she hallucinates as a portal, leading her to arriving at a forest devoid of color. And it's just basically her slowly going crazy, becoming infected, which I really love this because it is just so well thought out. Eventually, she finds a house called the Bell Residence. She explores it, unlocks parts of it, eventually enters the basement where she places 2 wires into an electricity box. She tries leaving through the basement entrance, but a rabbit doll closes the door on her. A wall in the basement breaks into pieces, and Bunny enters a narrow maze. A tall ink creature, resembling a rabbit with a hand for its lower body, begins chasing Bunny down the maze. She later escapes outside. She continues down the path, gets ambushed by a hallucination of her sister Bonnet, or Bonnet, I don't know which one it is. Bunny scares it away by shooting it with her crossbow. Eventually, she reaches and enters her medical school where she hallucinates Sheepy. Bunny tries to follow her, but Sheepy runs away. The hallucination of Bonnet preserves after Bunny again, but in the school, Bunny solves a puzzle to open the school's side exit and leaves the building. Outside, Bunny follows a trail onto the memory aisles, where she finds hallucinations of her friends and close ones, her sisters Brella, Bonnet, Sheepy, Mr. P, and Gloria. The apparitions begin swarming her friends, and Bunny responds by protecting the latter with her crossbow and a carrot dagger. In the end, Bunny defeats all of the apparitions. Shortly after, Bunny suddenly starts falling through the sky and hears her sister say, "Why did you leave?" Right as she hits the ground, she wakes up on the ground and sees a group of infected approaching her. She attempts to grab her crossbow, but it's missing. She resorts to using hands to fight them. All of a sudden, someone sets the infected on fire, rescuing Bunny. The savior is revealed to be Sheepy, and Bunny immediately hugs her in relief, after which they walk away into the distance, and it is revealed that both of them are infected. This is so sad. Oh my god. And what you're seeing on screen right now, that is the Bell Residence. Bunny lore? Guys, are you there? Oh, shit. Oh, no! Didn't we just have a crossbow? Oh yeah. Put out that hand. What? Huh? I don't know how Sheepy's the bot of chapter 4. Bunny, is that really you? What? I thought you were God. Happy to see you two, buns. Hey, yo. She's alive? Oh, she's asking the same question. I'd tell you about it, but I think we should get out of here first. Oh my god, that's what I'm saying, bro. My sisters. Have you seen them? Are you okay? We just saw them, bruh. Just wait. You're their older sister. If Bonet and Brella have learned a single thing from you, they'll be okay. You're just abandoning your sisters? That is crazy. Come on, they're waiting for you. Yo, the DAP. They should have added in like a super good DAP sound effect that like echoed through the whole fucking forest. The what? They got it. What? And at this point, we are on the search for Mr. P to try to get revenge because he infected our friend, Bunny. And here we are at the Metro. You better be ready, Mr. P. I'm coming for you. And not only do we want to get revenge, but we also want to track him down and stop him from distributing these other potions that cause infections. And then at the end of this chapter, this is where we meet Zizzy and Pony for the first time, who they reveal they are searching for survivors to join a safe place. And we are at the end. Mr. P, I'm here to... Who are you? Zizzy, are they infected? Pony, the infected don't talk. What a silly goose. Right, I knew that. I'm Zizzy, and this is my friend Pony. I'm SawyerTheLatte. What are you doing here? We came to look for survivors. We've got a safe place. Oh, look, they've got a friend too. That's not a friend. That's one of them. Oh my god. Don't worry. I got this. Back out! He did not just do that. Thanks. That was a close one. Let's bring you back with us. This place is dangerous. There it is, our safe place. Remember, we just found them. We're headed back to their safe place. They'll be pretty surprised that we found someone. And this was just while we were on our way back to the safe place. We didn't expect to have to deal with infected, but we had to on the way. And eventually, we obviously ended up getting past them and getting to the safe place. But then in the ending cutscene, we are watched by someone, leading us into the next chapter. And for both books, I will be getting the true ending, so I did player plus bot on this. And give me the picture, and we are out of here. Damon also helped me with this, so another thank you to her. I will still put a link to her and Yeetus' channel in the description. Go subscribe to them, please. So, SawyerTheLatte, what were you doing before all of this? I was a police officer looking for someone. What about you two? I was trying to become an optometrist like my father. And I was a fencing coach. I even taught my little sisters. I'm so relieved that they're safe here with me. Yeah. How did you end up at the carnival? As you can see, I heard you were looking for Mr. P. As you can see, someone back there is watching us. Mr. P's been giving out potions. They turn you into the infected. I need to stop him from doing this. You should at least stay here for a little. We can help you find him. What was that? I think someone's watching us. I'll go check it out. I'm coming with you. Stay safe. And this leads us into the distorted memory chapter. What a nightmare.
Penny, you awake? Penny?
It appears in this chapter that Georgie is waking up from a nightmare, but actually that him waking up from a nightmare is a nightmare. It's like a nightmareception, because we find out in the mall chapter when we escape that Georgie was hiding in the mall from the infected because he didn't know where else to go.
Yabba dabba.
And here is the ending.
Penny, there you are. Is something wrong? Big sis, are you okay? Wait, come back. I don't feel too well. No, not now.
And then he wakes up
It was all fake news. It was a big hoax.
And we follow that strange sound into the mall, which is how we end up in the mall for chapter 10. They ran this way. A mall? Why would they hide here? Now, the previous two chapters, Forest and School, or not the previous two, but... Sorry, this is taking a while. I am having the brain farts. Hospital, Metro, Decay, Carnival, City, and this chapter, the mall, all take place on February 20th, God damn. They all take place on February 20th, 2020, the very, later in that same day at about 7 p.m. And here is the ending. Show yourself. We know you've been watching us.
Is much stronger.
This is where Georgie
now, of course,
just woke up from his
reign,
nightmare.
Where, you know, it's unstoppable is the fact that it is the longest IC championship reign in history.
How do you
and
know
it did
who I
have
am?
some
Who are
absolutely
you?
out of this world matches throughout the championship reign. Of course,
I'm SawyerTheLatte.
And this is Zizzy.
Sammy Gunther, WrestleMania 40 stands out. The WrestleMania.
This is the... Georgie, we'll find the person who did this, I promise. Now we're back at the safe place. Zizzy's back and she has friends. Zuzi, this is Georgie and I'm SawyerTheLatte. SawyerTheLatte looks pretty funny. Wow. Zizzy, SawyerTheLatte, we tracked a helicopter signal nearby. Mr. P, I need to go see him. Zizzy and I are coming with you.
What? But she just got back.
I'll be back soon, I promise. Take care of Georgie while we're gone. Let's go stop him once and for all. And this leads us to the outpost, chapter 11. This is where the signal came from, the helicopter signal. I guess we're going in then. It's because, again, we are still looking for Mr. P. Mr. P obviously has his helicopter, as we know from the hospital chapter, where he just abandoned us on his helicopter. So, we expected him to be here. He ended up being at the plant, obviously. And obviously, soldiers have been infected, and this place has been taken over. So Zizzy fights off the soldiers while we try to get into this power plant thing. And just a side thing, not really important. This is actually probably my favorite book 1 chapter. I'm not sure why. I really like this chapter a lot. And we have the winner. This is where Mr. P is. Are we ready to face whatever is in there?
Wait.
My God, Georgie. Georgie, aren't the sisters supposed to be watching you? I convinced them to play a game of hide and seek. Yo, this is a good hiding spot. Why did you follow us, Georgie? And how did we not notice?
I want to see the person who hurt my family.
Well, you've attracted quite the crowd. SawyerTheLatte, take Georgie with you in there. Pony and I'll hold him off. Stay close to me, Georgie. I'll keep you safe. Zizzy, if we don't make it out of this, I just want to let you know I love you. It's okay, Pony. I already know.
Mr. P. I've become a disaster. I tried to make things better, but ended up making them worse.
Beep boop.
Mr. P, we've come to stop your evil plans.
It can't be. You two aren't real. My mind is playing tricks on me. The people I let down are here to haunt me.
What is he talking about?
You two are dead. Leave me be.
We need to go after him. I wish to be alone, but you memories continue to torment me. You are just as stubborn as I was when I tried to save my wife. But this time, I will stop you as I should have stopped myself. So, this whole chapter, Mr. P is just trying to kill us because he thinks that we are his hallucinations coming back to haunt him. And the reason that he was turned into a cyborg was he escaped the hospital with to a military outpost and left the hospital with researchers. Wow, I am messing up every word. And they helped him modify his body to protect himself better from the infected. And I believe Badgie is one of his lab experiments, and that's why he is chasing us during this chapter 2. I hate this game. And now we are in the ending sequence with memories from the past chapters with, you know, ghosts of like Bunny and Doggy showing up during this chapter. And by the way, the background music for this chapter, this ending part, absolutely slaps. And the way we are able to make Mr. P snap out of it and realize we are not hallucinations is giving him the picture of Mrs. P. It's all coming back to me now. I'm so sorry. I left the hospital with researchers when I thought you were infected, SawyerTheLatte. They helped me protect myself, and now I look like this. No matter how much they changed me, nothing could protect me from my mistakes.
Finally, you know we're real. Now tell me what you did to my family.
They wanted to help me with my research.
You took them away from me. You hurt them. Now I'm going to hurt you.
Georgie, don't do it. If you hurt him, you're no better than him. It would only turn you into what you hate the most in him.
I guess you're right.
You need to leave now. It's not safe here. He's right. This place is infested. I'll fight the infected here until I drop. It's time I try to redeem myself. Good luck, Mr. P.
Let's meet up with Zizzy and Pony. Are you coming, SawyerTheLatte?
And here, for the true ending, we need to stay with Mr. P. I want to tell you my story, but you wouldn't believe me. Say it, Mr. P. I need to know what happened. Then you must leave after. I'm afraid there isn't much time. I was developing a cure to the sickness my wife, Miss P, had. I put in all my time and money into saving her. I even rushed the doctors to test the supposed cure. The doctors kept telling me that the sample was unstable, but I didn't listen, and I needed volunteers. Then came the kind Piggy family, all but Georgie. They wanted to help. The initial results were significant. They became stronger. I was overjoyed, so I gave it to Mrs. P immediately. She was getting better until we heard news that the Piggy family started becoming hostile. I thought it had nothing to do with my cure, but eventually, Miss P became aggressive too. Mrs. P. The last time I saw her, she had red eyes. I had to stop her, but I didn't have the heart to, so I let her go. I tried again to make the cures. Then you came along. We found signs of the infection within you, but you were still alive.
W-mans.
Before we could do more research, the hospital we were at was raided and Bunny was attacked. I gave her another rushed cure, thinking it would save her. I realized what I had done and left you two. There you have it. That's my selfish, sorrowful story. Thank you for telling me, Mr. P. We won't forget you. Good luck, you two. Oh, you two are finally back. We took care of the soldiers. What about you? We stopped Mr. P. He's no longer a threat. Great job. I knew you could do it. I hate to ruin the moment, but where do we go from here?
I've got an idea. What if we look for a cure?
And that's it. That's the end of book 1. But as we know, that is not the end of the Piggy saga. So, I will let these credits roll. And so when the credits roll, we would have something to play. It's a stupid song that we wrote literally yesterday. I used to love that song, dude. I miss RB Battles.
She lay down her wings and her halo, feet to the ground, to the ground, to the ground. Try as she might, she couldn't dim her glow. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. With no writing on the walls of the sky. There are
I actually met
thousands of
Danko.
reasons
I
why.
talked to him before.
But the tangle had grown like a vine, and her heart knew it was time. She picked up a spade and an apron, with a smile, with a smile, with a smile. With every moment they were taken, feeling fine, feeling fine, feeling fine. Dear heart, dear soul, dear memories, please remember me. Made of light, fill the sky, I'm flying free. With no writing on the walls of the sky, there are thousands of reasons
The
why.
end.
But the tangle had grown like a vine,
Mr. P's dead.
What is happening? Next, we are back to book 2, on to the Storm app. Remember, we already did alleys earlier in the video. Remember, we're going for batteries and getting out of here. Fine, but if I find any carrots, I am taking them. Remember, we are trying to get batteries for the radio. And that's about it for this chapter. You just collect the batteries, you get out of there, use the radio, and you communicate with Settlement 6, which is another survival group. We have the batteries, now let's get to the exit. And now we are back here. Aha, look who's back. Why did it just skip the dialogue? A deal's a deal. Great, now I have to cook for the rest of the week. We've got the batteries. Is the radio ready? It sure is. Let's get this thing working. Here goes nothing. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Are you sure it's working? Greetings. We can hear you. This is Settlement 6 speaking. Who is this? Oh, this is the safe place. How can I help? We're looking for communities to trade with. We'd like to meet up. Where should we go to find you? Meet us at the Old Oak. It looks like we lost their signal. We should meet them. We've been living together for months without seeing another survivor. I don't think this is a good idea. We don't know anything about them. Is this another one of your jokes, Pony? No, Giraffe, I mean it. We have no idea who these people are, and I don't have any reason to trust them. I agree. I don't think we should trust them, but I still think we should check it out. What? You can't go, Zizzy. We don't know who these people are. Pony, we know how to handle ourselves out there. If we get into trouble, we know how to get out of it. Zizzy has a point. After all, you two fought an army of infected all by yourselves at the plan. I suppose so. I don't feel right about this, but I guess we should try anyways. That it's time to see some new faces. Who's staying? I need to stay. I need to harvest as much as I can before winter comes. I'm going to try and see if I can learn more about this radio. That looks like it's us three once more. Let's go meet some survivors. Are you sure this is the place? We haven't seen anyone. Well, well, well. Look at these familiar faces. Oh, no. Pony, the ex-member. It's a shame you left us. You were a very good friend. It's too bad you are nothing to me now. SawyerTheLatte, the officer who took me away from my family. Must have felt good to rip me away from the ones I cared about, right? And who might you be? You are certainly someone I've never seen before. You may not know me, but I know everything about you and your sick crew. Is that so? I suppose Pony told you a lot about us, didn't he, sweetheart? That was one of his many flaws. He could never keep his mouth shut. What to do? Oh, I know. Take the zebra with us. Leave the two to rot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold your horses. I don't want to hurt anyone. It's okay, Pony. I'll stay safe and come back. I promise. See? She understands. Now let's get out of here.
Zizzy.
They're the Silver Paw. When the infection broke out, I needed to find a group. Unfortunately, I was stuck with them. They did awful things, but I was too scared to leave. What made you leave them? That's a story for another time. We need to go save Zizzy before we're too late. Shouldn't we tell the others? There's no time, SawyerTheLatte. I need you now. I can't do this alone. We need to save Zizzy so I can date her. Alright, let's follow then. Alright, let's follow them. And if you're confused about how TSP showed up even though we were communicating with a group called Settlement 6, it's because that is just Settlement 6 is just a false name for the Silver Paw that they used to try to trick us. And obviously it worked. Now we are at their headquarters, the Lucella Oil Refinery. So this is where they took Zizzy. Have you been here before? No, I don't recognize this place at all. Either way, we can do this. The entire goal and point of this chapter is just straight up to rescue Zizzy from Willow and TSP. You obviously have to go around avoiding TSP members because, you know, it's their headquarters. And they're trying to kill you because, you know, you're trying to, you know, get Zizzy out of there. That's why they're trying to kill you even though they're not infected. And at the end, we get into this room with Zizzy where she is fighting off infected. Pony, SawyerTheLatte, it's so nice to see you again. You won't believe the amount of infected I've knocked out today. I've even started to enjoy doing it. I need to give them voices.
Zizzy, I'm so relieved to know you're okay.
We should probably get out of here. They'll find out that something went wrong here sooner or later.
You're right. We should definitely get out. Come on, Zizzy. Hang on. I think I may have pulled a muscle. Oh.
Bro, I was so heartbroken.
That's not for an infected, is it?
Everybody was so sad when we lost Zizzy.
You two need to leave. We're not going anywhere without you. We can get you help. What help, Pony? What help, Pony? We'll find a cure. We can save you. If there was a cure, we wouldn't even be here, Pony. You don't want to see me turn into one of them, so go. I'll create a distraction and sabotage as much as I can while you escape. Zizzy.
Oh, they're hugging. Pony finally got the Riz. Take care, Zizzy.
Good luck, you two. I'll miss you.
God damn it. So sad. That's sad, man. So yeah, we found Zizzy. She ended up being infected, and she insisted that we leave because we didn't want to see her turn into an infected, and she didn't want to hurt us. And, you know, this is kind of Willow's fault. And that comes into play later in the story, I believe after chapter 6. As we just saw in the previous cutscene, Zizzy said she would make a distraction while we try to escape the refinery. So the next chapter we have is a character-focused chapter for Zizzy, where she does just that. She creates a distraction while we escape and blows up the refinery. It's just a scratch, Zizzy. It's just a scratch, Zizzy. Get a hold of yourself. A distraction. You need to make a distraction so SawyerTheLatte and Pony can escape. What could cause a big distraction in a place like this? Bro resorted immediately to blowing the place up. And when you play this chapter, the reason everything is distorted is because Zizzy is slowly becoming infected and the screen has a faint red tint. And I'm pretty sure I've just noticed this. It gets more and more like black and white. It gets like less saturated as you play the chapter. You can see this random text on the wall and stuff. There was one on the window too, and the reason her sisters are chasing her is because Tio is having her hallucinate. Well, looks like this is sorted out. Now it's time to get outside, and this is where Zizzy escapes, and because cool guys don't look back at explosions, she just walks out like a boss and then gets infected. Greetings, Zizzy.
Huh? What's going on?
Dude, man. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've noticed your predicament and would like to help you out.
Why me? Why would you like to help me?
You are a strong, resilient, and talented warrior. There is much you can do for me in return.
With all due respect, Mystery Man, I'm not looking to make any deals right now.
You know, Zizzy, I was once living in your world. I was young and quiet. I felt alone often, so I made myself a friend, one from beyond, Stitchy. We were great friends, perhaps too great. I started to become just like him in more ways than you could imagine. He wasn't too happy about that. He made that clear, very clear to the world. When my time ended there, my time here began. Look at me now. I'm more than I ever once was. Isn't it surprising to see what can come from a quiet young child? I sometimes wonder if she'll end up the same.
Don't even mention her. She's nothing like you.
Referring to her sisters.
She has never...
She has never spoken a word, Zizzy, and she never will.
What do you want from me? To hurt me?
No. I want you to join me. A skilled fighter like yourself could do incredible things.
You really think I'd join someone like you?
Me? Perhaps not. But your friends.
Pony? Is that you?
Zizzy?
This isn't real. You're an illusion, Pony.
What are you talking about? Where are we?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find my way out.
Zizzy, we miss you. We're gonna get you back, I promise.
Pony, although I don't know this isn't the real you, I want you to know that I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry for wanting to go meet the group. It's been so long since we've seen other survivors, I just couldn't live with the fact that we'd never see any others again.
To tell you the truth,
I would not mind being able to. I wouldn't mind not being able to see any more faces again, as long as the only face I get to see is yours. You don't mean that. Of course I do. Your photo is what kept me going, Zizzy, before this infection and after. I won't stop until I see you again, no matter what it takes. That strange masked thing is an awful being to be playing such tricks on me. You've seen him too?
Huh?
Pony.
Oh. And now our focus as the group and the player is to find a cure for Zizzy to save her. Now, we don't know who that hand was, but Minitoon said that the hand that grabs Zizzy is actually silhouetted similar to Georgie in Chapter 9 of that being City. This suggests that the hand may belong to a character that we were already familiar with, however, we don't know for sure. And according to Minitoon, Pony and Zizzy's interaction in that cutscene was real. And that leads us into Chapter 4, the safe place, which is like my least favorite map because it is so confusing and it's so big. Whoa. The store, refinery, and distraction all took place on September 12th, 2020, and now the safe place, sewers, and factory and port all take place on September 13th, 2020.
Come on, wake up already, Sawyer. We need to get out of here.
What was that sound? What's going on? And in this chapter, we have to free Pony, Giraffe, and Mimi from rooms because we were getting attacked by the Silver Paw, and that's why there's explosions heard at the beginning of the cutscene. And here is the ending cutscene. Rise and shine. Looks like we managed to get you out of bed. I've been told that some of you caused quite a stir at one of our outposts.
How could you do this to us, Willow? You're destroying the home of many innocent people.
And you really think you didn't do the same? How cute. The refinery was the home of many people, Pony. You, the sleazy cop, and that zebra all have caused many relocations. We can't afford to feed them all in one place.
Leave him alone. You took Zizzy away from us.
Listen, kid, as much as I'd like to defend your friend's actions, they've done some horrible things to my people. My people. Take them with us. We'll keep them all in one place where we can control what they do.
You can't do this. We haven't done anything.
And we'll make sure it stays that way. You'll all be staying in there until you either cooperate or wear out. I'll be looking forward to talking to you soon.
Pony, we owe you an apology. What for?
We shouldn't have met with the group. You were right to be suspicious of it, and we were wrong.
We're sorry. Sorry. I forgive you. Now we just need to get out of here somehow.
Hey yo! Quick! We need one of you to come down here and help us get this cell door open. I'll go. The rest of you should stay here so no guards get suspicious. This doesn't honestly make that much sense because I feel like the guards would notice even if just one person was missing and think that's suspicious. I also very conveniently put a a sewer directly in our cell, which, that's pretty useful. And this whole chapter is just about us trying to, find a way out of our cell, and eventually we do at the end, and then Willow sees us and obviously gets upset, and then that leads into the factory chapter where we have to escape her and her, friends to escape their captivity. And here is the ending. You go on ahead, SawyerTheLatte. Z and I need to go back to the safe place and get some things. Good luck stopping Willow. Thank you, you two. You stay safe out there and meet me outside of this place when you're back. Come on, everyone. Let's go.
Where is he and Susie?
They'll meet us outside. We need to go now. Oh my god. Useless tiger. Looks like I'm gonna have to deal with them myself. This one's for you, William. Giraffe! I hope this is enough to forgive me for Zizzy.
It's more than enough, Giraffe.
I don't know how we didn't hear them talking. Get him out of here. Do what you can for him. I'm tired of running, Willow. Let's settle this. With pleasure. Let's dance, darling. And also, in case you're wondering, the way that Z and Zuzi were able to find us was because they escaped through the vents in the safe place during TSP's attack. They navigated through a dangerous sewer system and found us. Sounds like something is coming up from there. That doesn't sound too friendly to me. On top of that, I've got a weapon. Not too fair, not very fun. I'll give you a head start. Your time starts now. In order to get the true ending, you have to save all of the stuck TSP members, giving you the savior ending. I will personally not be going through all that stuff to get to the true ending again, because getting the book 2 true ending is a complete nightmare, but I will show a clip from my live stream where I did beat it. And that's the reason the reason you have to give Pony the sword 3 times is so that he can defeat Willow and knock her down. And since it's just a wooden sword, it takes a couple tries. I've failed this chapter like 10 times. Yes. Thank you, guys.
Whoa, stop! They saved our lives!
And the sword's mine.
SawyerTheLatte, look out!
Wait, who are you? These are Zizzy's sisters. You took their older sister away from them. I don't know how, but for some reason, as a ghost, I could push Piggy back. That's weird. She had sisters? What the? What? Oh, Tigery! He turned baby face! I had no idea. I'm sorry.
Giraffe's gonna be okay, but he should be here for a bit. Stay here for a bit. He needs rest.
I'll stay here with him. I'll keep him safe. How do we know you'll be safe here, though? You'll just need to take our word for it. Why did Baron and Philip disappear? I don't know. We don't want to lose any more people, Mimi. Please, do everything you can. We'll be fine, SawyerTheLatte. I think you should focus on what you're going to do next.
I can save her. What? The place blew up! What do you mean? The military moved up north to work on a cure. I've heard this through the radio broadcast. How come we've never been told of this? I hid it from you because I vowed to find my brother William first. If he was infected, I'd cure him. If he wasn't, we'd find safety. We'd find safety. I realize now that no matter what, he's gone, and now the zebra needs it for her sisters. I don't want them to feel the way I did. No one should feel that way. How do we know this isn't a trap? I'll go with you personally. If I put you in any danger, well, you have my weapon. Do what you have to.
I trust her. We lost all things. We all lost things, but this is a way for us to get something back.
I agree. Let's set aside our differences and work together for a better future. I'm giving you one chance, Willow.
So, we're gonna cure Zizzy?
Sounds like it. Let's get moving. So, is Zizzy not dead? Is she just infected? Did she get blown up with the refinery, or is she still alive, just infected? I think Zizzy survived. It's kind of unclear, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I'm confused about too. She must have survived because, like, I don't know how else. I don't know what else they would mean, because, like, I don't know. Distraction gave us, in my opinion, more questions than it did answers. Yeah, honestly, it did. All it kind of gave us the answer to is that the refinery got blown up. That's basically it. Why are their heads just gray? Is that a glitch? Bro, this isn't the ending of the game. What is this, bro? So I believe those officers are Doggy and Polly. Okay. This is gonna go on for a bit. Does it say anything else? Because if it doesn't, like, give me any more story. I mean, I guess it's showing pictures. So I guess I should probably watch it. Feels like a trailer for Avengers Endgame. Honestly, it does. It's mostly just cutscene and backstory to Willow. Okay, I'll watch it, I guess. So she had to go to the military? What does that say? In order to report from mandatory military service? I don't know. I should have read it. Willow's email. William's Gumpy. He's gone. So he just. So what I'm getting here is William was upset, so he disappeared, and we don't know if he's infected or dead or what. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah, I think in Breakout, Tigris stabs her because he's delusional. Okay. So William basically just disappeared and we don't know what happened to him. Alright, here's the opening cutscene for Chapter 7. As much as I'd just love to take you across the North Sea, the tactless tiger took my boat. There has to be some other way we can get across the sea. And here's the ending. Hello, is anyone there? Who goes there?
Avast ye filthy landlubbers! My name is Captain Budgie, captain of the Medora.
Were you the ones who lit the lighthouse?
That would be us. We need your help. Blimey! You boarding my ship and asking me for help? This isn't a charity.
We don't have time to waste. We need to get across the North Sea and fast.
Sink me across the sea on the Medora. You have lost your minds. We're not going anywhere. I used what fuel we had left to dock here.
Don't you have any spare fuel?
Aye, but it is not possible to get it. Why's that? Ever since Davy Jones cursed the world, my hearties weighed the anchor and left the sea. Then we found one of our mates had Davy's sickness. One by one, they fell. I had no choice but to seal them in the lower levels of the ship. To this day, the ship remains sealed alongside the fuel reserves.
Alright, let me go down and get the fuel for you. Then you'll take us across the sea.
Blimey, you're not serious. The crew will tear you apart. You cannot go alone.
You really think I fear the infected? If they saw what I could do to them, they'd fear me.
Aye, I thought the same thing of myself. But do you want to know what they did to me?
You lost your hand to them?
Goodness, no. I lost us to a swimming pool accident. No, I lost my crew to them.
I'll go with you then, Willow. It's best if you don't. I may even end up mistaking you for the infected.
If we want to find that cure, then we need to work together, Willow. You're the only one who knows where it is. We need you alive.
Whatever, just stay clear of my kicks.
Good luck, you scallywags. I'll unseal the ship. Try not to feed the fish down there.
So this is just us escaping the port and getting to the ship so we can sail across the sea, obviously, and get to the place where they have the cure. And here's the opening cutscene for the ship. When you landlubbers get in the ship, make your way to the hull. The fuel should be there. Got it. Let's get going. And obviously, as I'm sure you were able to tell in the cutscene, all we're trying to do here is get down to the bottom, get past the infected crew, and get the fuel so we can get across the sea. But in the end, we end up getting trapped in the bottom in a crate with Willow, but we get freed because, you know, we kind of have to. And here is the ending cutscene. So, this is all of the fuel that's left. There's barely anything. It should be just enough for us to get across the sea. If it gets you to shut up, I'm all for it. Willow, behind you. No, no, no! Great, fantastic. Now I'm trapped in here with you. That's not possible. I'm sure we can get it open. We've got nothing but barrels to get out of here. Well, since we're trapped, I guess we're going to need to learn to get to know each other. I'd rather get to know a sewer gator than a dirty cop. I was just following orders, Willow. I was doing my job. So was I. I was protecting my family. There was nobody in your room when we searched it. Because you cops took them away already. I haven't seen my parents for over a decade. Now tell me, where are they? I don't know, Willow. I don't have their records on me. And remember, the heist happened back in like 2009. You're right, because you're just another cog in a big machine. That's all you'll ever be. You took friends away from me too. You know, you're no angel. We can't be angels in a world like this, SawyerTheLatte. We need to work together to help each other out, or else we'll just end up hurting each other and ourselves even more. I want to help you, Willow, so I ask that you do the same for me, for us. What's the use in that?
They're in here.
What the? How did you find us?
We didn't hear anything from you guys for a while, so we tried to find you ourselves. Georgie, the little rascal, ran ahead and heard you two from inside.
Hey, I was just trying to help.
Yeah, for once.
You take that back.
Where's Budgie?
Huh? We should check out what's going on.
What's happening?
We've arrived.
And here's the opening to chapter 9. Thanks to you, mateys, getting the fuel, we managed to dock here. I wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors. Yeah, well, I don't think luck is going to stop that tiger. Looks like he's already here. And remember, in this chapter, you can't let Pony get hit by the piggy, that is a moose, because Piggy needs to be alive for the true ending. Along the way in this chapter, we seek information on a cure for the infection, and we eventually, at the end, get help from Kona, who is a scientist, and decide whether or not we want to align with Tigry or not. And here is the ending. Hey, you, wait!
It's a tiger.
I've seen you before. What's your name? I'm Tigry. I remember your face. Back at the refinery and factory. You stopped Willow and saved the others. I guess I owe you an apology. Sorry for trying to hunt you. I was just doing what I was told rather than thinking for myself. I'm SawyerTheLatte. I am SawyerTheLatte. I know how you feel. Sometimes we do things because we have to, not because we want to. So what are you doing here? We've heard rumors of a cure, so we're here to find it and save a friend. She's not here with you, is she? Who? Willow? She's helping us find it. Oh no, you're on the wrong side, SawyerTheLatte. She's using you to get it before me. Isn't it obvious? You of all people should know this. She's not the type to change. She's putting up a show for her own selfish reasons. Why do you want the cure so bad? To save an old friend of mine, just like you. If you join me, I'll help you get your friend back. I don't know you too well, Tigry. You could be just as dishonest as Willow for all I know. You yourself know she can't be trusted any more than I can be. My offer still stands. I'll see you around.
Hey, SawyerTheLatte, what did I miss?
Tigry, the tiger we're after. He's looking for the cure too, for his friend. He offered to help us if we ditch Willow.
I'd take that offer in a heartbeat. Think I can catch up?
I still want to give her a chance, Pony. You need to trust her if you want her to trust us.
Sorry, I'm only doing it for Zizzy. I can't look at her sisters anymore without thinking about her.
None of us can. We're gonna save her, Pony. Let's get the others and bring them to the surface. And then here's where we meet Kona. Spear! Oi! Nothing to be worried about. It's not with the one with the chainsaw, so consider yourself lucky. Quick, get inside. It's not safe out here, though you probably already knew that. My name's Kona. I'm an engineer, inventor of the original safety mall droid, not the one with the chainsaw. I'll admit I'm crazy, but not that insane. Whoever came up with that blasted idea surely is missing a few screws in the head. Why did this one save me? He's got a name, you know. I call him Robbie. He's doing what he's programmed to do. Help. So what's going on? The military has evacuated everyone further north. A bunch of infected just suddenly appeared, so they started bombing the place. I think they're working on a cure. Is that why you're here? That's right.
Wait, why are you here?
You think they're gonna take me away from my research? Ha! In their dreams. I'm gonna be staying here for as long as I can, but Robbie and I may be able to help you out. Yeah? You in that tin can of yours? You bet. The tin can is probably more capable than you too. It can't get infected. You can use the exit to my lab downstairs. Robbie will accompany you, as it's not too safe. In fact, it's probably even more dangerous than outside. Nah, I'm just pulling your leg, I think. Keep him safe, Robbie. And here's the opening to Chapter 10, The Temple. We will go downstairs and first and clear the path for the rest of the group. Sounds good. How hard could it be? And remember, here, we are just trying to get through the temple to escape. And after this chapter is where we actually meet Tio. Like the player for the first time. Zizzy has met him, Pony's met him, but the player hasn't. And this leads us into the camp in Chapter 11, which leads us into a lab where the cure was created. And here is the ending where we escape. I will stay behind and protect the children. It is in my programming to do so. Thank you, Robbie. Isn't it crazy? We may find a cure for this whole infection. To think we'll see those who we've lost again. But if they really developed a cure, how come the world isn't normal again? My guess is that they're keeping it to themselves until they can make enough. Otherwise, the whole world would be in our position.
That would be a disaster.
On top of that, they seem to already a little busy with the bombings and keeping the infected at bay.
Do you think it's possible that something somewhere is pulling the strings?
And I thought I was insane. I think he's on to something, Willow. By the looks of it, the infected have been coordinating pushes further north. At least some of them.
They're also headed where the supposed cure is. Something is out there, and it won't stop until it gets what it wants. For once, you're starting to make sense. Now let's quit wasting time and get going.
So now in chapter 11, we are at the military's, base and their camp, and we are trying to get to their research part, their laboratory, to get to the cure.
Well, here it is. Just what we've been looking for.
And this is where the story splits based off of your previous decisions with TSP and whether or not you saved everyone from the factory. These past 3 maps, Ship, Docks, Temple, and Camp, past 4 maps, take place on September 14th, 2020. And then we can tell that the next cutscene after chapter 12 is the next day, September 15th, because it's seen to be daytime and it's nighttime in camp. And here is the ending cutscene. Sorry for this taking up the screen, but let's split up. If someone finds the cure, yell to the others. Sounds like a plan. We just escaped from the camp, took the elevator down to the laboratory. Willow. Tigre. I had a feeling you'd show up. Using explosives to stop me? Clever, but that was never going to work in the long run. You were never going to work in the long run. You were a mess. You've hurt everyone you've ever gotten close to. What did you just say to me? You've been nothing but a bully ever since I met you. There was once a time that I was scared of you. Now I'm finally going to stand up for myself. I fed you, sheltered you, and kept you safe. This is my thanks. It's more than you deserve. Let's settle this then. A wolf against a little cat with a big mouth. What harm could you possibly do? You're about to find out. Now we get a wrestling match. Stop that. Cut it out, you two. That's press back out! Looks like you're not as bad as I thought. There's a lot more to me that you're about to discover. Sleeper hold! Back out! He's gonna tap! And then an explosion happens, and that breaks them up and separates us. Great, now I've got to find a way out of here on my own. And that is Penny. As you probably remember, there's no opening cutscene. The player just says, I'm going to have to look for that cure, then find the others. You've been through worse, Sawyer. You can do this. There's no opening cutscene. We just jump right into it. Both Willow and Tigre are still fighting for the cure. Everybody's trying to get to it first. And at the end, it is revealed, after the fight between Willow and Tigre in that final sequence, it is revealed that an entity known as Tio, or the Insolence, was pulling the strings and seeking to, quote, save everyone from the global ruin by destroying the cure and bringing the world into a perpetual distortion. So Tio has been behind everything the whole time. And it leads into a final chase scene with Tio as like this big corrupted dude chasing you down, and you eventually escape. So without further ado, here is the hidden ending, the true ending to Piggy Book 2. Mimi, see if you can get us some help. Work your magic with this radio. I'm going to keep looking for the cure. You got it. Finish it. Willow, stop. If you really have been suffering, then you wouldn't direct your anger towards the infected. Taking each other out like this is not how we survive. We help each other out. That's how we survive. At the factory, you were so focused on getting revenge that you couldn't see everyone in trouble. You want to make a difference? Start by stopping this. You and I are alike, Willow. We keep our pain buried inside. We both are alone, separated from our friends and family. When we first met, you listened to me. I talked endlessly about how I felt, but you never interrupted. You listened. I wish we could go back to the way things were. Sorry to interrupt whatever's going on, but you're going to want to come see this. Look at what we got here. A distress call sent by civilians. Among them, a deserter, and a criminal. Where do I even begin? We have the cure. So I've heard. It's a shame that of all the outposts, this one was wiped out. It's almost like something tried to stop it. Just when I thought I couldn't hate my job anymore. Ready weapons! And here is where we meet T.O. I must say, I'm rather disappointed in you, SawyerTheLatte. You again? Listen, you T.O. That's my name, or at least what I am called. I'm also called the entity, the insolent, the inquisitive one. I warned you not to follow this path. I'm trying to save everyone from themselves, can't you see that? Free will is destructive. Free will is what destroyed your world. Look at what Mr. P has done. This cure, many will fight over it, many will lose. What you're doing with this, you're causing another grand war. This time, it won't be against the infected, it'll be against your own brothers and sisters. You're wrong. The cure is hope for the future, a way to bring the world back to how it was before. I see you are too oblivious now to foresee the destruction of the future. I suppose now I have no other choice but to stop you and your friends myself. And then this is where the chase scene begins, and if you beat this true ending, this is the skin that you unlock. One of my favorite skins. This is a really awesome looking design. So here, T.O. is trying to stop us from getting this cure and finding out, saving the world, basically. And he wants to take control over the world like he's been attempting this whole time. And this weird looking area that just this weird area is you hallucinating and T.O. pulling you into a distorted dreamlike version of some different locations that you've went through throughout the game. Then once you eventually find the memories and use them to save Georgie, Pony, Z, and Z, T.O. goes into a rage and directly chases you down. You also save some others like Doggy and Bunny. And here's what happens when you win. You buffoon! Why? Well, that should do it. Well done, everyone. Now let's have a look at that cure, shall we?
Thank you for helping us out there, SawyerTheLatte. He's brought me in places like that before, but he's never been that aggressive.
Yeah, my sister. He got what was coming to him.
I'm happy to have helped. None of you deserve to go through that. Tigry, I need to talk to you. I'm sorry for what I've done, which is quite a lot if I'm being honest. Yeah, no kidding. You hurt me, Willow. I got so caught up in getting revenge, I wasn't thinking about the things I was saying and doing to those close to me. If I want to feel the way I did back then, I need to let go of the past and make a better future for myself. Willow, despite everything you've done, I'm willing to give you another chance. You're family after all. Just don't mess up this time. This is the last chance I'm giving you. Well, since I'm sure the military is not going to let us come with them, what do you say we travel on our own? I'll let you call the shots this time. I don't want to be in charge. I just want to have a say. Whatever you say, Tiger. So, is this goodbye? Never goodbye. And thanks for making me realize that in my pursuit for revenge, I've only been pulling others away from me. But it was losing others that fueled the revenge in the first place. That revenge in the first place. Try not to cause any trouble out there, alright? No promises, officer. Good luck with saving your friends. Alright, ladies, let's get moving. We've got a mission to complete. And that is the end of the Piggy story, at least until Intercity. Basically, everyone gets healed, and we heal Zizzy at the end, and Zizzy is alive. Leaving us to Piggy Intercity, which shows us this post-apocalyptic style state of the Piggy universe. Can you actually believe this? The price of carrots just skyrocketed. What about growing a carrot garden? On second thought, maybe the price isn't that bad. So that's what Piggy Intercity is. It's, it's the state of the Piggy universe after all this has happened, after the cure has been found. But not everybody is cured. There is still some people who are infected, and some animals who are infected. But as you might have seen at the end of that cutscene, this right here implies it implies that this happy ending is a hallucination or a glimpse into a distorted dimension, and also hints at the lingering presence of Tio, even though we seemingly killed him. It implies that, we know he can manipulate people's memories. He might be manipulating us here and watching us, and may have trapped us kind of within a false illusion. So this might not be reality, but we really don't know. We still have a lot of questions that need to be answered. We still don't know what happened to Tio. We don't know where Tigry and Willow are now. We don't know for sure if Zizzy is alive or not. In Intercity, we'll find out if the cure actually fixed the world. We don't know who created Tio. So many questions still left that will hopefully be answered in Piggy Intercity, coming out this Saturday, just 2 days away. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning about the Piggy story with me. Like and subscribe if you want. And bye. By the way, I'm streaming Piggy Intercity's release this Saturday.